Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning, teacher. Good
Good morning,
morning.
sweetie.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Love you all.
I love you too. I love you too. We miss you so much.
Okay. Now, can you see what I'm showing you right now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What are we going to do? Okay. Listen carefully. What I'm going to do right now, miss. We are going to start a new lesson, which is about, let me mute first of all. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to start a new lesson, which is about 3D shapes. We are studying about 3D shapes. Yesterday, we already learned about 2D shapes. Today, we're going to learn about 3D shapes. Wait a minute. Mute all. Okay. I will start now. If you need any question, you can unmute your mic and asking me. Okay? Now, again, we are going to start talking about 3D shapes. 3D shapes. Okay? I'll start explaining here. After we finish, we will start using the textbook, page number 124. If we didn't finish, we will continue tomorrow. So today and tomorrow will be this. What,
Miss
miss?
Dania,
Yes, miss.
I have a question.
Yes, miss. What's your question?
Yesterday we did our homework. Like you did not answer us, but yesterday we did our homework, and like there is in question in page 123 the question, like the next page, question B, the challenge. I have no idea what is it.
Can you please, miss, are you talking about the textbook or the practice book?
Textbook.
Okay, which page again?
123.
123, just a minute. Okay, here. Just a minute, please. 123, here we are going back to page 123.
The challenge, I have no idea what is it.
Just a minute, don't worry. Are you talking about this page? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, which question? Question number 3, A or B?
B.
Okay, now in this question, who's asking, Reem?
Yes.
Okay, Reem, Habibti, in this question, they are asking us to draw two shapes, okay? But I already helped you and I already drew them for you. I draw a triangle and the trapezoid. Now, these two shapes, they should have two acute angles. You have to draw any shape that has two acute angles. I already drew the triangle and look at them. Here I have two acute angles. The second shape here, this one, it has two right angles. So you can draw exactly like me. Did you draw these two shapes?
Yes.
Okay, now, and I did something else. I draw a symmetrical line inside my shape, which is B. Why I already draw this line? To show you that this shape, I can cut it into two equal parts. But A, I didn't draw any line to tell you that this shape, I cannot cut it into two equal parts. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what's the point of this lesson? To know, or this question, to know that we have some shapes that I can cut them into two equal parts and some shapes that I cannot cut them into two equal parts. Okay?
Okay.
Even if the sides, they have different lengths. Okay, both of them, look at the sides, they are not same, they are not equal. So I'm not talking here about the sides. مع إنه يا miss, the sides, they are not equal, but sometimes I can cut the shape into two equal parts like this one. If you look at this shape here, the sides, they are not equal. One of them is short, one of them is long, but I can cut it into two equal parts. So that's why this shape, we call it has a symmetrical line. This shape has a symmetrical line. This one doesn't have a symmetrical line, okay? It's only about some shapes. Sometimes I will give you shapes and tell me, can you cut them into two equal parts? Yes or no? And that's it only. This is the point of this question only. Okay, Reem?
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome, Habibti. Okay, now let's start our new lesson, which is about 3D shapes. This one. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes. No.
Okay, I'm showing you right now, okay, 3D shapes. Now, what does it mean, 3D
No,
shape?
teacher, I can't see it. Me too.
But just a minute.
Me
It's
too.
okay.
I can't see it.
Don't worry. Here,
Me too.
I
Me too.
stop sharing. And
Me too.
here we are. Okay? Can you see it now?
Much better. Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Let's start now. Okay, as I said here, we are starting now a new lesson which is about 3D shapes. And when I say 3D shapes, you have to understand that these shapes, they are not flat. We call them solid figures. Solid
Figures.
figures. That's why we call them 3D shapes. It means that they have three-dimensional figures. They are three-dimensional figures, okay? Exactly like these in our example. Now, what are we going to learn about these shapes? With each shape, we will start counting. Number one, their faces. We're going to start counting the faces. Number two, we will start counting the edges. And the last thing, we will start counting the vertices. Vertices. So each shape has number of faces, edges, and vertices. Okay, this is the first thing that we have to know. The second thing, we have to know the name of each one. What do we call each shape? Each shape has a name. You have to memorize the name of each shape. And the last thing that you have to know, we're gonna study the prisms. Prisms. Okay? And we have to know what does it mean prisms. كل هذا بدنا ناخده اليوم. If we didn't finish today, we're gonna continue tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, deal. Let's start with the first shape. Now, what do we call this shape?
Cube.
This is a cube. Excellent. This shape, we call it a cube. Okay?
Cube.
Now, let's go to the second one.
Triangle.
This one. What?
It's a cone. Pyramid.
No. No, the cone. No,
Pyramid.
this is the
Triangle.
cone.
Oh.
Jad,
Triangle.
this is a cone. This is a pyramid. Did anybody visit Egypt? في حدا
No.
Did you-
I know.
Inside Egypt, you can find the three huge pyramids. That's yes. This is a pyramid. Pyramid.
I never went to Egypt.
Okay, it's okay.
But
Now,
my dad,
this is a
I
pyramid.
used to went.
This one, we call it a cylinder. Cylinder.
It's like a can or something.
Yes, it looks like a can. Excellent, ya Ghalia. This one looks like a can or like Pepsi can or any can. Okay, what about this one? Can I call it a circle? No, we call it sphere. This is a sphere. It looks like a ball. Okay, so this is a sphere which looks like a ball. The last shape, this one,
It's a rectangular prism.
yes, it has two names. Some people, they call it, just a minute, miss. Some people, they call it cuboid or
Cuboid.
rectangular
Prism.
rectangular prism. Okay? I'm telling you now, right now, the names of each shape. Okay, let's go to this one.
Okay.
Now, this one we call it triangular prism. Prism. And the last one, this one, pentagonal prism.
What is it called?
Pentagonal prism. Now,
What? What is it called?
pentagonal, from the word pentagon. Do you know pentagon?
Yes.
This is a pentagonal prism. Now, I need you to focus. Now, I need you to focus on the rectangular prism, triangular prism, and pentagonal prism. If you look at these three shapes, look at the two ends of each shape. This end and this
They all
end.
have prism.
They are similar. They are same. If I look at the triangular prism, the two ends are similar. They are same. Here, they are triangles.
Oh, okay.
If I look at the pentagonal prism, The two ends are same. Pentagon, pentagon. If I look at the cuboid, the two ends here, they are same. They look like a square. Okay, that's why these three shapes, we call them prisms. We call them what? Prisms. So what does it mean, prism? When I say prism, it means it is a 3D shape. It is a 3D shape, and the two ends are similar. The two ends are similar. Okay, can I consider this shape as a prism? Is this a prism?
No.
No, it's not. Why? Because here I have a
Because they
sharp
don't.
point. The two ends, they are not same. This is no.
They are not.
So this is not a prism. This is only a pyramid. Okay. Can I consider this one as a pyramid, prism?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. If you say yes, you are excellent. This is a prism. This one.
Yes.
This one. Yes. This one. Yes, I will repeat يا جاد. جاد هلا بعيد يا مس. This one. Yes. This one.
Yes.
Look at the point here. It's a sharpy point here.
No.
I do not have two ends that they are similar, so it's wrong. The last one here. Yes. I'm gonna repeat. I need to mute all first, so I will repeat. Okay. I'm gonna repeat now about prisms. What does it mean, prisms? If I have a shape, let's say I'm gonna draw here a square and another square. I'm drawing here 2 points, okay? Now I'm gonna connect, sorry, 2 faces, okay? I'm gonna connect between both of them. I'm creating right now a 3D shape. أنا رسمت 3D shape هلا, okay? This is my 3D shape, but because I have 2 ends, هدول, the first one and the last one, they are similar. That's why I'm calling it a prism. So this shape is a prism because it has 2 ends and these 2 ends are similar. They are same, square and square. Also this one, look at this triangle. I have here a triangle and I have here another triangle. The 2 ends here, they are similar. That's why I'm calling it a prism. The pentagonal prism, نفس الشيء يا مس. This part or this part, they are similar. So that's why I'm calling it a prism. But can I call the pyramid a prism? No, I can't. Why? Because here, this end and this end, they are not same. This is only a point. This is only a vertex. And here I have a face. So because they are not similar, this is not a prism. طيب هلا بدي أشوف مين الشاطر اللي فهم علي. The cube, this one. Can I call it a prism? Who can answer me? I'm gonna ask جاد بدي أسأل جاد can I consider the cube as a prism? بقدر أعتبره as a prism؟ جاد بدي جاد بس اللي يجاوبني ممكن؟ Yes, it is a prism. I can consider it as a prism because I can take any 2 ends and I'm gonna find them that they are same, they are similar, okay?
Teacher, can I ask something?
Who's asking, Ghalia?
Yes.
Yes,
And
what's your question, ya Ghalia?
And we can name the cube also a cube prism.
I can consider it as a prism, okay? It's a cube, but I can consider it as a prism. ممكن أعتبره prism يا مس because it has 2 similar ends, okay?
Okay. Teacher,
Also, like the cuboid. Look at the cuboid, everybody. The cuboid, we call it cuboid, and it has another name, okay? We can call it rectangular prism. Why did I call it rectangular prism? Because it has 2
because it
ends.
looks like a rectangle, but it has two similar sides.
Yes, it has 2 similar ends. The 2 ends, they are similar. Okay, so now, wait a minute. Oh. Okay, so till now, What are we talking about? 3D shapes, okay? I told you the name of each shape. I explained to you what does it mean prism, okay? The two ends here, they should be similar, they should be same, like the rectangular prism, like the triangular prism, like the pentagonal prism, okay? Something else now. We will start talking about each shape. Now we're gonna start counting the faces, the edges, and the vertices. بدنا نبلش نعد هلا يا مس. Each shape, how many faces does it have? How many edges and how many vertices? Okay? Now, let's start with the face. When I say face, yes, Yusuf.
Miss.
Who said miss? Do you need any question?
No.
طيب, let's continue. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to take each shape and we will start counting the faces, the edges, and the vertices. Now, let's start with the face. When I say a face, I'm talking about the flat area, this part, okay? I'm explaining now, I'm coloring here, inside the cube, I'm coloring only this part. Who can tell me? What did I color now?
One. The shape.
A face. What this face looks like? It looks like what?
It's like a square.
A square. Excellent. So the face here inside the cube, okay, it looks like a square. So all the faces of the cube, they look like squares. So the squares here, they are the faces. So if I ask you now to count all the squares, all the faces, how many faces can you see?
Six.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They are 6 faces.
Size.
Yes. Now here I'm talking about the faces, okay? That they look like squares inside the cube. But if I look at the rectangular prism, do they look like squares also?
No. Yes. No.
Some of them look like a square and the others look like what?
Some of them look like
Rectangle.
rectangular.
Yes.
Rectangle.
Yes. Some of the faces looks like rectangle, like this one. This face look like a rectangle. This face look like a square. So I have some faces look like a square, some faces look like a rectangle. Okay, now let's continue. I need to count the edges. When I say edge, it means I'm talking about the side, this straight line. Can you see the blue color?
Yes.
This
Yes,
color,
teacher.
this straight line is the edge. Okay, now we need to count the edges. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I have 12 edges.
12 edges.
They are 12 edges. The last one, I'm gonna use the green color to show you the vertices here. Look at this point. This point. This is a vertex. Now we need to count all these points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They are 8 vertices. So what I'm doing here, I'm counting the faces, the edges, and the vertices. Always miss انتبهوا علي دايما لما بهيك أسئلة I'm gonna show you the shape بفرجيكم الشكل okay and you have to count the faces the edges and the vertices okay I'm gonna show you the shape and you will start counting how many faces how many edges and how many vertices okay
Okay.
who has هلا بدي أسأل سؤال للشاطرين everybody listen carefully بدي أشوف مين الشاطر اللي حيعرف if the cube has 6 faces 12 edges and 8 vertices. One of these shapes has the same number exactly like the cube. Which one?
The cuboid.
Rectangular prism. Thank you all. The rectangular prism, the cuboid, has exactly the same number like the cube. These two shapes, again, these two shapes, they have exactly the same number
Numbers.
of faces, of edges, and of vertices. Okay? Yeah. Let's take another shape. I will take the easiest one, this one, the sphere. Who knows how many? Who likes to answer with me? بدنا نشوف حدا.
مي هيا.
Let's
مي
لمار مقدادي. Are you with us, Lamar? Lamar? Are you here, Lamar?
Teacher, can I answer?
طيب يلا يا غالية. غالية.
Yes. Okay. What is the answer?
Wait,
what is the
Lamar, are you here, Lamar?
Miral, teacher.
ميغال. طيب غالية وميغال. Okay? يلا together. غالية and ميغال. Look at the sphere. Can I consider the sphere as a circle?
No.
No, it's not a circle. It looks like a ball. Okay? Do we have here?
Round.
What?
The sphere is a curve, but the circle is a round.
Yes. Okay. Now, because of that, do I have any edges or vertices?
No.
No. Do we have any flat faces here?
No.
No. So the answer is zero. Zero faces, zero edges, and zero
vertices.
Excellent. The answer is zero. Okay, let's go to the cone now. I'm gonna ask
Junior.
يلا يا جاد. يلا يا Junior. You are the first one. يلا Jad. Look at the cone and be careful. This is not a triangle, okay? It is curved, okay? So if I ask you now, how many flat faces can you see?
Only one.
Only one. Excellent. One face. I have only one face. Okay. Only one face. Okay. Now, what about the edges? Okay. Do we have a straight lines here? And be careful. This is not a triangle. Huh?
Two.
No, miss. This is not a straight line. Miss, in ببين معك بالرسمة it looks like a triangle. But in our real life, this one...
edge.
No edges. Excellent. Zero. We do not have any edges here. Zero edges. And the vertices.
Only one.
Only one. Excellent. One vertex. One vertex only. Okay? طيب, let's go to Rimas. Rimas, are you with us, Rimas?
Yes, teacher.
يلا يا Rimas. Rimas, we are going to count the faces here, Rimas, okay? The flat areas, okay? Yeah, I'm talking about the pyramid here. Yeah, let's count the faces. How many faces can you see?
1,
Okay,
2,
okay,
3,
uh-huh.
4.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and
5.
5. There are 5. Excellent. So here I'm gonna write 5 faces. Now start counting the edges, the straight lines.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 here.
I have a question for you.
8. Let me finish first, حبيبتي. 8 edges.
Yes.
And the last one here, let's count the points, the vertices. This one. 1, 2,
3, 4,
and 5. Excellent. They are 5 vertices.
Vertices.
So,
Teacher, what is a vertice?
The vertex, حبيبتي, it's the sharp point, this one, that connect between the edges. Thank you, يا غالية. When I say vertex, this one, it means I have a point that connect between the edges. Look at these edges. They are all together connecting between them. Something are connecting between them, which is the vertex. هاي الvertex هي اللي بتوصل بيناتهم. Okay? The point, this one. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so till now, what did we study? We are studying 3D shapes. They are solid figures. We counted the faces, the edges, the vertices. We learned about the prisms, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now please, I need you to open your textbooks, okay? Everybody open your textbook, page number 124.
Okay. I already opened the page.
Your textbook, page number 124.
I opened from the beginning of
the day. Thank you.
124.
Here we are. Can you see it, everybody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. Yes,
Thank you.
I can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Rayan. Rayan Abu Hummus, are you with us, Rayan?
yes.
Rayan Habibi, look at these two shapes, page number 125. Look at these two shapes. What do we call them?
The first one is cuboids.
Yes, these are cuboids, and these,
Cube.
they are only cubes. So these are cuboids, and these are cubes. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you, look at the cubes. All the faces, they look like what? Look at the faces. What do they look like? Do they look like squares or triangles or circles?
Circle.
This one.
Triangle.
Is this a triangle?
Miss, which one?
The cube, this one. I'm talking about these.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
What do they look like? The faces. أنا عم بحكي عن الfaces. This one face. What does it look like?
Square.
Excellent. It looks like a square. So all the faces inside the cube, they are squares. Again, all the faces inside the cube, they are squares. But inside the cuboid, they are only squares or what? Squares and what? Excellent. Squares and rectangles. I can find rectangles and squares. Look, I can see. I'm talking here about the faces and I'm بحكي عن الfaces, okay?
I know.
Okay,
One,
thank
two,
you.
There's six.
Yes, teacher. Okay, now listen carefully. It's enough for today, okay? Tomorrow we're gonna continue the same lesson. بكرة حنكمل نفس الدرس يا ماس. We're gonna do these 2 pages and the practice book, okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
tomorrow, again, we're gonna continue the same lesson, okay?
Yes.
Which is about 3D shapes.
Okay.
Love you all.
Is the class finished?
Yes, the class is finished. Okay, it's 1 o'clock, okay?
Miss. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher. Daddy,